Where is north? Where is south? Where is west? Where is east? There's no such thing as north and south and east and west and so on. These are just points in which we had created to ourselves as references. But where is west? What exactly west is? Right? So if you think about west, where's west? California. And then you go to California, west is Hawaii. And then you can keep on going west, and all of a sudden you're in the east. Right? We call Japan the Far East. But maybe we should call it the closest west. I don't know. It's crazy. Think about it. I mean, really seriously think about it. Okay, so let's go east. So I'm going from here east. We're flying across the ocean, across the pond, we're going to England. From England, we're going east. We're going to Germany, we're going east. We're going to Hungary, we're going east. We're going to Turkey, we're going east. We're going Uzbekistan, we're going east. We're going to, you get the story. We're going to China, and keep on going east, on the east direction. And all of a sudden, we come to the west of the United States. So where's east, where's west? We don't know. Where's up, where's down? Up is there, and down is down there, like the down under. The down under is Australia. But think about it. In Australia, in reference to us, they're standing upside down. So whatever for us is down, for them is up. And whatever is down for them, for us is up. So we don't even know what's up, what's down. We don't know what east, what's west. We don't know anything. But what we do know is what goes inside of us and what comes out of us. That we do know. That we do know. And that's what we try sometimes not to know. What do I mean? If you, for example, will go, they have a job, and your boss will tell you, in order to have this job, you would need to not just be here, let's say, at 9 o'clock. You must get up at 5 o'clock. I want you to get up at 5 o'clock. And when you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I want you to call me because I want to make sure you're up. That's my condition. And if you're going to come to work for me, what I want you to do is only to wear blue shirt, red tie. You have a uniform, a certain uniform. And you have to get a certain haircut, and you have to put a certain deodorant. It's like, wait. This is not a job. That's a prison. I keep on telling you what to do. That's prison. That's a terrible place. Do you agree with me? To work in a place like this, that's really bad. I agree. That's a very bad thing. However, there's a greater prison than that. The prison in which somebody dictates to you how you feel. When somebody does something and you respond to it and it makes you feel bad or makes you feel happy, yes, even feeling happy. In other words, when somebody is in charge of your feelings, or somebody is dictating your feelings and the way you feel, that's a prison, right? You would agree with me? And I'll tell you that's a greater prison than the other one we described previously. You are in charge of your own happiness. You have the ability to control what comes into you and what goes out of you, and your reaction, how you react to it. So argument's sake, let's say, for example, Sam did something that aggravated me. So that went inside of me. Okay? So now I have the choice to do what? To be angry about it. Oh, okay, how it's going to come out and manipulate inside of me and it's going to come out. That's up to me. In other words, I am in control of my own happiness. Nobody is. Regardless of what happens to you in the world. I saw today a mind-boggling statement. About 4 years ago, there was a whole entire family that was butchered, killed, murdered in cold blood in Israel, a Fogel family. It's a terrible thing. Terrible. Yet I saw an interview today with the parents, in other words, the grandparents, and it says even in the greatest darkness, the sun shines up eventually. In other words, bad things or things happen to us, but how much are we going to let this influence us? It's up to us. Somebody did something very bad to you. He treated you like garbage. That's his choice. You don't have to agree with people's decisions and people's choices. You don't have to agree. You just have to respect their free choice. How you going to react, that's already yours. That's already up to you. And I'm not saying become completely, emotionless to things. We are all people, but how are we going to let it erupt and come out? That's already up to us. That's already up to us. In other words, don't become the prisoner of your own self. Become the liberator of yourself. Become the master of your own self. You control your destiny. You control your happiness. Most people, there are some people who are clinically depressed. There's something wrong with their genetic disposition or some chemical imbalance in their heads and so on and so on. So some people are clinically depressed. Most people are depressed by, and I'm sorry to say that, by choice. And I'll tell you the truth. People actually enjoy that. Why? Because most of the time, that's the only way in which they could experience self-control. They finally made a decision, I want to be depressed. Why would you have to go into a negative side? Let's take it. Put it into a positive side. Oh, it happens. Oh, that's all I'll try. What's the worst thing can happen in the world? The worst thing can happen in the world is that you die? No. The worst thing can happen in the world that you'll be in a wheelchair. It's bad, but it's not the worst thing can happen in the world. The worst thing can happen in the world is that you choose not to live. Living means making decisions. Living means being in control of what goes into you and how does it come out of you. And that's, by the way, the only thing that you are in control, because that's the only true direction that you know. As I said to you before, if you're looking at east, what's west, what's north, what's south? If I'm going in the direction to the north, eventually I'm going to reach a point which is a circle. The fact that they call it the top over there, the north, does not mean that that's the north. Because if I'm going in the direction of the north, so eventually I'm going to go to the south. We don't know what it is. We don't know anything. When I'm looking into the sky, I pick my eyes up and I look at the sky and I look, let's say, for example, at the beautiful moon. So I think the moon is stationary and I am stationary. That could not be more wrong than that. In other words, I'm not looking at the steady point. I'm looking at constant motion. When I'm looking at something, it's not really there. When I'm looking at a star, it's not really there. He could, for all you know, he could have been gone for millions of years. So you don't know anything, whether it's truthful or not. You don't know any direction besides what goes in and what goes out. That you need to master. The key to happiness is understanding that happiness depends on you. Your life, happiness depends on you. How you decide to do it. Yeah, things are hard, but it's okay. Would you like it to be harder? So then you appreciate what you have now. That's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us, Ivdu et Hashem besimcha. You should worship HaKadosh Baruch Hu with joy. And then Chaz v'Shalom, all the curses in the Torah, this is mind-boggling. All the curses in the Torah come upon us. Ya'an ki lo avadetem et Hashem elokechem besimcha u'mituv levav. You worshipped Hashem. You worshipped Hashem. You kept the mitzvot. You kept the Torah. But all the curses of the Torah come upon you, not because you did not keep. All the curses come upon you because when you had a choice to worship HaKadosh Baruch Hu and to be happy, you did so out of lack of happiness and not out of a good heart. But the key to happiness is right here in your hand. It's right here in your hand. You have to be happy. Otherwise, you're going to be in this prison for life without parole. Shabbat Shalom.